excited at the design wall? Are you guys like, oh, this is so beautiful? Oh my gosh. Well, we need our cameraman. He's here. Yes. And look at Kylie already. Oh, whoa. Look at her. She's doing really good. Oh no.
There she is.
There she is. The artist at heart. I keep on thinking that crayons will soon turn into fabric and then quilts. Don't you think it will? I think it should. I think it's great. I'm looking at this first block up close, and it is so adorable. It is apples. Is that cute? 3 different kinds of apples with little hearts on it. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. And what was the name of this block again? Sugar cone. You got it. You got it good. And this looks like the sugar cone, doesn't it? Look, with the fall colors around it and the plaid. I love it. Oh my gosh, look at this one. With paisleys, little sweet prints here. That is so cute. And this one looks really old-fashioned with the lavenders and the yellows and little greens. All the different colors. You guys did great. Purple here. Purple with the greens and the yellows. That's what I did my instructions on. Cool. So you have something to follow, huh? Cool. And look at this one. With the stripe and with the plaid, that works really cute. And a little plaid there. This is cute. I recognize these. This is out of the box. Do you remember when the Aunt Gracie's first came out? Yeah. This is definitely somebody's stash. You know why I know? Because I have the same stash. And now they're collector's items, those first Gracie's, Aunt Gracie. Really? Yeah. Yeah, you could get a pretty price. Yeah, don't sell those at the garage sale. They're worth something. So whose stash is this? Is this yours, Chris? You're shaking your head. No, it's yours. It's stash, isn't it? No. No?
No. Where'd she get it then?
Yeah. It's an older print. I know. It's an older print. Oh my gosh. This is what I'm wanting to do with ice cream and sundaes. Is that cute with the plaids? I have a little ice cream table with stools. It says Elle's Ice Cream Parlor or something. We want a prize for our ice cream book, for our ice cream booth. I have to get that out and put this quilt out. That'd be adorable. And look at this 6-inch. Are they cute? With the yellow and black. That is adorable. This looks like a fried egg there. Yeah. Really, really adorable. I am quite impressed with your very perky points here, too. You guys did good. Now, different with the yellow background. Nice. Nice scales, different scales of prints, cute flowers. And look at all the 6-inch again. See, did you, when we started and I said we're going to do 6-inch blocks, did you guys go, no way, I can't do 6-inch? I did that. And yet it amazes me how easy they are. Yeah? Yeah, you better agree with me. We're being recorded now. Yeah, they're easy. They're easy. Yeah, oh, cool. I love your face. Okay, so we're moving up. I love the soft colors of the pink and the brown. You know what this is? Somebody was thinking strawberry ice cream in a sugar cone. Huh? I could tell. I love it. And this is beautiful. This is amazing because this flower was actually cut out of fabric. And so all of the depth is actually just in the printing of the fabric. But it's so cute with all these little guys around. And the stitching is wonderful. It's just straight stitching in on the seams. Is that cute? Good job. Oh, Christmas. Cute, cute. And look at this one with the really bright prints. We have so many of these prints right now, the really large scale bright. And this is cute too. There's a couple of you that are doing this, I think out of a layer cake, huh? A layer cake? Is that you, Hindi? You're doing it with a layer cake for the 6-inch blocks. And how's your layer cake holding out? So far, so good. Good. cool.
One layer cake in it?
Well, the background is extra, and then
Okay.
but I use most of the stuff just out of it.
Wow.
That's good. That's good. And this one is Elizabeth. Oop, the mixer's right in the way. Oop. Cat, move the mixer. Take two. So I know this is Elizabeth's, but I really love her little basket, the basket for the 10-inch. And this is, well, they would refer to it as broderie purse. Broderie purse. She actually cut out flowers out of a larger piece of fabric. And I know Elizabeth does beautiful needle turn, but the butterfly is really cute on there. 2 butterflies. Really nice. Kind of like a Jacobean, right? Jacobean piece. It looks cute. Black and white and red. And red all over. Perfect. And look, all of the bright batiks perfect here. Good. And look, roses. Big roses with the pink. How pretty that one is. That's really beautiful. And this is really sweet with all of the little background. I need to do some. Look at the yellow background. Is that pretty? That is really great. Very nice. And this one, look at these two. I know this is Elizabeth too. No? Yeah, Elizabeth? Did you put them up? But look, did you crochet the little flower and leaf?
No, my husband's grandmother had those on a towel. And
Her-
so I cut them off the towel.
Her husband's grandmother had these on a towel, so she took them off. And you remember from the beginning, Elizabeth said that they look like baskets to her, so they're turning everything into a basket. Very cute. And this one looks like that little green plastic strawberry basket. Really, really cute. And up here, strawberries. That's perfect. Very, very perfect. And the nice black ones. And so these blocks are Rainey's. These are from our treasure chest. You can get these blocks on our website at no charge. Whoa. And then what they do, have you been posting your pictures, your photographs?
I just posted the long 9 pets.
This one right here?
Yes.
This one is the new one that's up, I believe, right now. But when you post them, then the viewing audience can come in and vote on them. And the winner always gets a prize each month. But that way, if you're following along and doing the blocks, then you get all these great ideas. And you go, ooh, I can't wait to do it. I can't wait to do it. So when I see your work, I say, I got to start all over again on mine. You like mine?
Yeah.
Oh.
The ones on the wall. Are those yours?
They're not mine. They belong to Cheryl. Great. And actually, Cheryl, this is your first year for Block Party, isn't it? It is. Welcome. And she's keeping up. How fun. And are those all feet sack pieces? They look genuine.
The small blocks will be all feed sack, but I don't have enough large pieces of feed sack to do the center one, so it's
For your basket. Yeah, I recognize all of these. They're very cute. Very, very cute. And the cup is really cute out of that striped fabric. I love that one. Really cute with the little tablecloth underneath. Very fun. And this is nice. She's got little tendrils of flowers hanging down from her flowers. Very, very cute. And this looks like is it the English China? The blue and white? It has a name. Blue willow. Or Wedgwood. Is it Wedgwood? But isn't one of the name of the patterns blue willow? Yes, I think so. And that looks just great. That's adorable. It's fantastic. And we have the ultimate in sugar cones. Oh boy, are you ready?
Wow.
Oh, wait. This is Nancy's. Nancy, maybe you want to stand up beside it. Is that cool? That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, Nancy, you have to run up here and take a smile. Just for the viewing audience, they want to see, what does this lady look like that did this bright quilt? Isn't that fun? And she did a little, not just a square, she did pork and beans, the quarter square triangles. That's really, really cute. They're not all the same?
Yeah, they go
No, one goes this way.
Oh, just that little thing. Yeah, you know. That was really fun. And did you do the quilting? Then the back is just as fun. Is that back? Nancy's trying to make one quilt each month. So she's got a stash from each one of the blocks. So whenever we do 2 a month, then what do you do, huh?
Pick one.
Only pick one of them. I think that's smart. That's very cool. So many of you have heard the news.
What is it? We have not heard.
What is it? You haven't heard? It's a girl.
What?
It's a girl. You didn't.
Teresa had the baby?
Teresa had the baby. Orion's a new daddy. Okay, here we go. Here is Zoe. Isn't she cute? Zoe.
She has her hand on her cheek like
Yeah, I know. She is like this thing. She has these she's going to be a quilter, I can tell. It's just like these long fingers, and she actually had them folded like she was saying a prayer. Like, oh, Grandma, please don't drop me or something. But anyhow, she is so cute. She was born on Sunday morning, right after midnight Saturday. She was born at 12:10 a.m. in the morning. And I have to tell you, Orion was so funny. He called me and Julian at 10:15 Saturday night. And he had been partying with the neighbors, and he just didn't want to go to the hospital. But Teresa said, "Oh, Ryan, this is it. We have to go." And he said, "She's 3 centimeters dilated, Mom, but don't do anything. I don't think she's going to have the baby, you know. Don't come. I'll call you. I'll call you. Don't do anything till I call you." So at 11:30, I went to bed and slept. And he calls me at 1:20 to tell me that the baby had arrived already. It was like less than 2 hours, such a delivery in the hospital. And this little baby is so peaceful. Teresa told me that even when she was born and they smoked her, you know, she was still quiet, and they've drawn blood, and she still hasn't cried. Did she cry last night?
She makes noises.
Just kind of, but not a real out wailing, screaming. So she's already home. Her name is Zoe Christine. Zoe, for not anybody we know, I don't think. Not anybody we know, but Christine is her other grandmother. So that's really cool, Zoe Christine. And I have to tell you how blessed I am. On Saturday, I said, I have to finish Zoe's blanket. I have a bigger one in mind, but Teresa likes little ones. And with the bassinet, think about how little this quilt is. She likes them little for car seats, so there's not much around. I had done the AccuQuilt, Kitty and the doggies, and I wanted to have this for Kylie to enjoy, because I thought she loves her kitty. She's Kiki, and she loves Benjamin, so I thought she would tell the baby what this was, but the back is really nice flannel. So it's next to her skin, it'll be really soft. So it's for both Kylie and Zoe. Cute? Cute. And poor Mommy and poor Kylie. Neither one slept much the night of the delivery. Now Kylie's resting, and she was just so precious. Is that cute? This is a really good one. Teresa's ready to go to sleep. Look at Kylie. Kylie says, enough of this baby sister stuff. She's zonked. Isn't that cute? She's zonked. She's. When Kylie's been looking at Mommy's baby for so long, I guess she didn't know she's going to come out. And now she's there. But I took her yesterday, and Kylie was here, and she said, no, Mommy's, no. I couldn't, like, don't you hold her. That's Mommy's baby. That's Mommy's baby. Yeah, that's really tough. So, are we going to quilt today? Yes. Good. We have 2 blocks. Okay. Oh, 2 blocks. One that could be a challenge. You saw it last month. Do you remember? Whoops, I guess we're going to go over here. Maybe we should take that down? Yeah. What do you think? Let's take that down. Thank you for sharing this. This is great.
You're back.
We're back. Oh, Benjamin got in. Okay, Orion, you want to take that and fold that nice. 2 blocks. This is going to be the tricky one, okay? Okay. So, going along with sugar cone, this one is brown Sugarloaf. Sugarloaf. This is called Sugarloaf. And we're going to show you. It's fun. And you actually do this, and then you just trim off the ends. Oh, that one doesn't look so bad. Oh, Eric can't see it? You can't see it? Okay, where am I going? Ah, that's kind of the angle, the side angle. So that's the challenging one, okay? And this one is the simple one. And it's called Melon Patch. Now, I know you've heard it called orange peel, right? Orange peel, but it's also called Melon Patch. And this is so funny. Very easy. You can't see it? There we go. Is that good? That's better. And so this is that simple. We're just going to make a 4-patch really quick. 4-patch and then applique on the melon seeds, right? Oh, good. Yeah, isn't that easy? So, no, this is simple applique on the top. But this is really funny. Who brought me this photograph this morning? Okay, Rose. She said, did I know the name of this pattern? Is that funny this morning? Did I know the name of this pattern? And she said, the lady said it's peace. Now, who is this? You know this?
I don't know.
Oh, she doesn't know the lady, but she said, these are pieced. These are pieced together. And yes, that's what they did. These would actually be curved pieces that they had to insert that melon seed right in there. It was like, holy smokes. Holy smokes. Oh, I'm so glad you have Benjamin. But, you know, we can do things much easier, huh? This is really interesting because there's other patches in the background. Anyhow, the Melon Patch. So you're all getting your patterns. And now you can look on the front page, and you're so lucky because I'm only cooking one thing for you this morning. Yay! We're cooking one thing. And look at the paper plate. This is like being too crazy for Grandma. Where's my beautiful china like I took the photograph in? Isn't that sweet? The brown Sugarloaf bread and a piece of melon, and it's really refreshing. It's very refreshing for summer. Just really fun. Pretty? Yeah, really, really fun. And did I mention when we talked about Zoe, did you know that for me, I now have 5 grandchildren in 5 years? Do you believe that? 5 and 5. Oh my goodness. And do you remember the day I stood on stage and begged you to send your daughters and your granddaughters? I thought it would never happen. And now they have it all figured out. Everything's working. Orion says, Orion used to kill me. Don't ask for girlfriends anymore, Mom. Because they would email them and do everything. Little emails. So I can open. I open my card. It's adorable. Okay, so let's see this.
It's just a little something.
Just a little something. It's not big enough to wear, I can tell.
It's not wearable.
It's not wear. Oh, look how cute. This is adorable. Oh my gosh. This is a little pincushion, but look, it has this little handle, and look at the back at all the threads.
And I think the needles are underneath that flat.
That's adorable. Yes. Is that cute? Did you do this? Did you make?
From Hawaii.
From Hawaii. Oh my gosh. Look at the antique buttons. That is adorable. Thank you, Brenda. That's very cute. That's very cute. I have to set it right there. Very, very cute. Okay, and Cindy, I need a set of instructions too. I do. Thank you. And I'll pull my card out in a little bit. Once I start sewing, I thought I could show it. The quilt on the ground? It's the next one.
Do you want me to pick it up?
It's okay. It's okay. It's for the next one. I just thought, this is what I thought. I thought we'd start stripping, okay? Want to start stripping? It's good to start on the tricky stuff first, right? Right. And then we'll go, and she's in heaven with Benjamin. She's in heaven. So, okay. So, it's really easy to pick fabric. You only need to have 3 fabrics. You need to have a background. That's good. And then you have to have, actually, that looks like the medium and the dark, but it's medium and dark, okay? 2 different colors, medium and dark, and the background. That's easy, right? But I know you guys are going to come up with something different. And when you look at the diamond, it does come from strips. The blue all points into the middle. The medium goes all in towards the middle. And watch this. Do you see how there's diamonds that are the same size? 3 in a row that are the same size. Those all come from the same size strip, okay? They all come from the same size strip. But see right here? The 4th one, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4th diamond is longer. And guess why it's longer? So that you can square it up. So you can trim. Is that good? So let me tell you, I must have spent at least 4 whole days trying to figure this all out. And finally it came to me, what I had to do. So when we look at our set of measurements on our strips, these are all going to be the same, but then there's going to be one in the medium that's longer. Okay? So look at the background for the 12-inch block. So the sides of the piece diamonds, they're just start out as 7-inch squares. You need to have 4 of them, right? But the medium, and I'm calling these the outside diamond. The outside diamond is the wider one. How wide is it? 2 1/4. Yeah, 2 1/4. And then the inside diamonds are all 1 7/8. Then the medium and in the dark, they're all 1 7/8. Okay? That sounds good. We can strip. Oh, and as I worked through this, I got some really good ideas. So we're going to go right to page 4. Look how Teresa did it all for me already. I was busy. I couldn't get it done. So I'll first of all, don't use a scant 1/4 inch. Use a regular 1/4 inch or 3.5 on your 1/4 inch foot, 3.5, no scant 1/4. This was the narrower strip. This is the dark, medium, dark, medium. So these 3 strips are all the same, the same width, and this 4th one is wider, right? This is wider, and can you tell by looking at the picture? So this is all 1 7/8, and the wide one is 2 1/4. Okay, so we would call this one row 1. Bing! Okay, I like this. I like how I can sew so fast. Okay, so then you're going to flip, and now you need to have row 2. Okay, these are all the same width, but this one is wider. Okay, so it goes medium, dark, medium, wide, because that's across the bottom. It's all the medium that's wide. Okay, and now it's obvious. We need to have row 3. Row 3. This is for the 12-inch 1 7/8, but this one is wider, and this one is the same width. This is still wide. This is row 4. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And then it says press as illustrated. Press as illustrated. In this one, you go away from the top one. Actually, every time it's away from what the first strip is. Away from the first strip. The whole way across. And this doesn't have any stripping at all. Well, on the first one it says away from the dark, but then the next one say press as illustrated. In step number 5, it presses illustrated, and it's really always away from the first one. Okay, so we got them all pressed, and they're all sewn. Didn't I do good? Yes. I have to thank Teresa. I was running around holding Kylie. Okay, now, this is what you're going to have to do. These diamonds are not 45 inches on a 45-degree angle. They're not a 45-degree angle. 30? Nope, it's a secret. I have to ask Merritt. He told me at one time. But it's not 45, so it gets tricky. It gets tricky. I think it used to say 57, but we'll ask him. But we decided to take it out. You know why? Because you would all take it and show your husband, and he would just freak out when he saw the angle. We know better now. Okay, so this is the good part. Do you know that I made it a page for right-handed cutters? Ooh, and turn the page for left-handed. How many of you are left-handed? Oh my gosh, I did it for you. I did it for you. We have 3 people, and Marianne's just scratching her head, and Claudette. Okay, so for left-handed cutters. So let's just do it for the right-handed cutter. The majority is right-handed, right? Okay, so this is what it says. Take your 6x12 ruler. I want to make sure I'm at a good angle for you. All right. Take your, how about, let's put it on a piece of white paper. Okay? There. Now you can really see it good, right?
Okay, yeah.
That's much better. Okay. I figured if you mark it with glow line tape, it would be much easier for you. So for the right-handed people, the narrow strip was what measurement? 1 7/8. 1 7/8. So I want to cut all my pieces at 1 7/8. And so all my diamonds, so I'm just going to like drop that down there. Ooh! There. Okay, so if it goes 1, 1 1/2, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, right? Well, that's good. We'll just proceed, okay? So there we are. That's the glow line. And do you see how it says also if you're making a smaller one, the 6-inch one, what's your line going to be at? 1 1/4. You guys are listening. Okay, so after days and days and days. Oh my goodness. I said, they're not going to get this. We need a template. So on page 12, go to page 12. I'm about to cut up all my instructions. It says, make a photocopy, okay? Don't cut up your book. But do you see how there is a right template, a right-handed template, and then there's a left-handed. And the left-handed says, flip over to use, okay? So if I had a rotary cutter, I would be just cutting this out very quickly. But since I don't, I'm just going to, thank you. Cool, okay. Yeah.
Say left-handed template and right-handed template?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
No,
It says left
It
instead
says
of
left
handed.
template, right template.
right template and left template.
It wants it to say handed.
Oh, right-handed. We could add the word handed. Then we could add the word handed. It's okay. But it's for the right-handed. Yeah, and that does make a difference. Okay, so now that my little template is cut out, I'm just going to take it and I'm going to put it right down in the left corner. Can you see the picture?
Yes.
Does it look good?
Yeah.
Are you happy about that?
Yeah.
Good, because I was having you do all kinds of crazy stuff.
That ruler thing wasn't going to work.
No, it just wasn't going to cut it. But see the angle? The 45 is here. See the 45? But it is not 45 degrees. You know what? You flip it over. Okay, turn the page. Flip it for left-handed. And you have to do everything backwards. And see how it's on the opposite side of the ruler?
Now, why didn't you try 45?
Oh, I did. Orion, I tried it, but it doesn't work. Yeah, you have to turn the ruler over. It does not work at 45, and I did it. I just couldn't believe that it wasn't going to work, and so I did it over and over again. Quite honestly, I would prefer this to be on the bottom side of the ruler, but if it's just too awkward for you, you can put it on the top.
Eleanor, excuse me.
It's that dyslexic thing. Yes.
Do you have a template for the small one, for the 6-inch?
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
No, you just use the same one. You just cut it a different diamond. You cut a different size diamond. You use the same one. What we did, the magic number was 7.5. Do you see 7 here? And do you see half here? We ran a piece of glow line from 7.5 down, but I was just really afraid that everybody wouldn't get it. From 7 down. We think this is better, don't you? Yeah. It's because if you were just a little bit off on the template, you wouldn't be able to get it. Trust me. I worked hard on this. Okay. So now we're going to keep on looking at the right-handed so you know that your left-handed page is there. So now I'm just going to take my row 1. My row 1, here it is, and row 1, what color goes across the top? Blue or dark, right? Yeah. Okay, so now because I'm right-handed, this is all set up. Now you put your template across the bottom of the strip. Can you see that in the illustration? Okay, so this is good. And you just cut, and that's your angle. Okay, you cut that off. This you get rid of, just like that. Okay, now, if you're not so crazy, you don't even have to pick your ruler up. You just keep on sliding it to the right. Ah! Ooh! Pick it up, slide it along. Okay? Yes?
Did you sleep while you were figuring this out?
Do you know what, Aiko? It took me days of trying to get this right. I know if you guys, you look at it and you go, oh, this is so easy. Yeah, right. So see how my diamonds are coming out? And they're coming out at the right angle. And that on the right angle, this is good. And so I always give you a little extra. So if you screw up on one, there's your screw up. You can do whatever you want. So now how many of these little diamond guys do I have? 4. So now I have 4 of them, right? Okay, so now you guys know how to do one. Okay, let's get hot. Let's move along. Row 2, right? Row 3, right? Row 4, right on top. Now, you're left-handed. You cut exactly the same way. Did you see the left-handed? So now you just do the same thing. There is a little nick in my blade, but I'm just going to go for it. Okay? I'm going to like power. Yes! All 4. Ta-da! Okay, now you've got your measurement. You just slide it along. And because you have your glow line tape on there, you're going to get it right every time. Good. So just slide it along. Okay. Orion's doing really good. So if you were left-handed, basically you're like this. And you just keep on sliding it. See? The fabric has, thank you for reading that, Marilyn. The fabric, everything's upside down. It's the complete reverse. Okay, one more. And one more. And I thought about making you a real template, but I thought that, the paper works, right? The paper works. Yeah, it's your measurement so that you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so here is row 1, and here is, I'm just going to do one for you. Row 2, here is row 3, and row 4. Ta-da! Thank you, thank you. As you wave. Okay, so then what I did on page 7, I just put the right-handed cutter and the left-handed cutter the whole way down. So if you're right-handed, just ignore, okay, the left-handed. But just to make sure you're getting it all right, it just shows it. Good? All right, okay. So now, I just finished. I did row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. I have done so many radiant stars. I must have taught radiant star at least 20 times. I have 20 started radiant stars. But next I'm going to take all of my diamonds. I never sewed all the diamonds together. I'm going to sew them into that huge, what is that quilt that has like 36 diamonds in it? That'll be big enough to cover the roof of this building when I sew it together. I want to do that. But I have learned the magic of how to make these line up and match. It's the magic, okay? It's how long you let your tips hang out. Got it? You have to figure out how long your tips are supposed to be, and then you can do it right every time. Okay? So let's just, I'm going to show you how to mark one of them so that you can get your tips right, okay? So my number 1 is right side up, right? Okay, this is a marking pencil, and this is going to be really dark, but at least you can see it. There is a 1/4 inch line on your 6 by 12 ruler. And so I'm just going to put a little tick mark right at the seams right along here. You only have to do 3 marks. And now can you see 1, 2, 3? Okay? Okay, now you have to flip this and you have to match it right. So to flip it and match it right, you have to draw it on the wrong side of row 2. Okay? Okay? Now maybe you only have to do this once, but you're learning about your tips, ladies. Woo! I just did it to make sure you were paying attention. You guys are really watching good. Okay, see that? 1, 2, 3. Good? Okay, so now we need pins. And when
Here on the table, Eleanor, and a penny.
that's your beautiful pins. Oh, these are so beautiful. This is such a beautiful thing. I'm going to look and see. I have some little pins in there, too. Okay, so I'm going to be picky and look for the green-headed pins and the orange-headed. Do you know why? Because these are so sharp.
Oh, those are best.
Whoops, that's a good one. Okay, I have 3 good ones because these are really fine. Okay, so now you're going to get the hang of this. Okay, so now we've got a mark right here, 1/4 inch in right on the seam. Okay, so I'm going to push that pin in. I'm going to push the pin in on the low side. See, there's 2 thicknesses here and 1 here. I like it to come out on the 1 thickness side. And now I'm going to peel it back. And do you see where the second one is, right, the one across? I'm going to put it on the low side and push the pin in. Okay? Doo-doo, and stand it up. Good? Okay, yeah. And so I'm just, you really now you got to be careful how you twist that. But I'm probably going to pull it out right when I'm done. Okay, now look at this. Ooh, that one. Okay, so see it sticking out? See that tip?
Right.
Okay, that's your tip. And actually, you're supposed to kind of line up there, more like that. So I might have a little bit of pull. Well, I can just say that Teresa did the sewing, not me. Poor Teresa.
Even though it's on video, Eleanor, with your face in it?
Yeah. My sister Patty used to tell everybody, okay, so I've got 1 lined up, 2 lined up, and now I've got 3. My sister Patty used to tell everybody that she said, now you see the videos, it's Elle's face, but it's really my hands coming out. Okay, so now, do you see that little mark right there? Can you see it? How is Orion real close? Okay. Okay, so then, see, it's really tricky how you match. And then over here, man, we got this big old tip hanging out on the bottom. Okay, so now let's see if I sew it. Let's just see how it's going to go. Oh, Teresa! No, I had to do all of those classes all by myself. Okay, so remember I said don't do a scant 1/4 because you just marked a 1/4 inch, right? And when you put this in there, you see this line right here? Okay, go really close on that line. Okay, your needle has to start right on that line. And see, it's this cute little valley. And that's where you have to start sewing. So you've got to have that good old tip at the top. Okay, you guys with me? Yes. Okay, so needle down, needle down, needle down. Okay, so I'm just going to just stretch lightly. Let's just see. Okay, and I'm just going to sew with thread. It would be really nice if you had thread in there, Eleanor. It's invisible thread. This is very critical, so I would like all of you to help me by doing this. Okay, one more time. Press her foot down. Needle down. Are you ready? Go. Keep your tongue there because I'll with your picture. It's going. And watch, do you see this little one coming up? Do you see that? Okay, well, the stitching's got to go right over that little mark. Ah, it did. Yay, it did. And it... Yeah, because you marked the 1/4 inch seam. Remember, you want to sew with it. Okay, let me look first. Don't look, Orion. Looks good from this side. Look, that looks really good from that side. Yeah. Got my tip at the top. See, my tip at the top. Seam goes over every single one. Ooh. And I'm going to show you something. I'm going to be honest with you. There, that looks good, huh? Now I want to show you something. This looks perfect right there, doesn't it? Go in that one. That's perfect. But this one is not perfect. And remember what I told you about you'd see your black? Do you know why that's not why you see that? Yeah. That means that my seam wasn't quite wide enough. Ooh, look, I just took a little blurb right there. Let's us sew it again. One more time. Okay, so now you have this one, right? Row 1, row 2, row 3. There's only one point there to match in here. You could continue to match it with your marks, or you could say, I know how much tip to let hang out now. I'm not going to mark it again. Okay, so you go, okay, let that tip hang out.
Eleanor, what did you have for breakfast?
Oh, this feels good. I've like been totally stressed. I needed this. Okay, so I'll show you something else. So I got my tip, and then also I like to take it, and if you can fold it back like that and it's lined up, can you see that by eyeballing it? You can start to eyeball it and then sew it. And then if you just keep on sewing and it's not perfect, you just drink more wine and you just...
We thought that was vanilla in that bottle.
And you just let it all hang out. Okay, Orion, I'm going to need my iron hot. This is only 1 out of 4. 1 out of 4. Okay. Cut the threads. Let us see. Perfect! Woo! See, it is. It's perfect. Woo! I'm dyslexic. It's perfect, isn't it? It's good. Oh, I know another good tip. Use real prints with lots of figures in them. Forget the solids. No solids, okay? No solids. Okay, now on the 4th one, remember the 4th row is wider, right? It's going to be wider. So we're going to have lots hang out. I don't think you can go wrong on the 4th one. See? But see, it looks good, huh? It looks good. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so now I have lots of red thread, but what it tells you how to press it. And how does it tell you? Away from row 1, and my iron's not quite hot yet. But anyhow, away from row 1, And it looks adorable. See, lots of little threads, but there it is. Good? Good. Is that nice? And you just have to have 4 of them. And see, you can do it. You can do it. Okay, so now you go, okay, have I been doing this right? There's your diamond. Here's your paper template. The picture shows, and for right-handed cause it says turn ruler upside down. Okay? Oh, look at that. Is that good or what? Okay, so I took my paper template. I'm lining it up along the left edge like this. I've got now, look, there's not much. See? Turn it towards Orion. See what we've got here?
Trim it.
Trim it! Ta-da! And took all the threads, and that just took all the little tips.
Very good.
Awesome! Woo! For some silly little block, huh? Okay, now, I was worried about this. Yeah, but the only thing is she forgot to give me my first square. That one! That one. Okay, so now we've got this one, and now we've got to take our background kite, okay? Our little kite shape right here, Kylie's kite. Okay, and so you start out with a 7-inch square, and you take your ruler, and it tells you to mark in what size from the corners. 3.5. Okay, it's 2 corners, so I'm going to line this up right here like this, like here like this, like so. Ta-da!
Oh, there you go. I see the apple.
Okay, 3.5, 3.5. Okay, I'm making a kite, and then you just take your ruler from that little mark. And these things, oh my gosh, I just don't know what to do with them. I have a whole drawer full of those. But someday we're going to do a pattern just with those, huh? Yeah. Okay, so that's your kite. And look at this. It's going to go right here like this. Oh my goodness, and you're going to take these and get rid of them. We're doing good. Okay, are we on page 9? Yes. So you just flip this right sides together, and you see that? It says let a 1/4-inch tip hang over at the top. See that up at the top?
Yes.
You got to let it hang over, and it almost matches down at the bottom. Yeah? Yeah, we're looking good? Okay, I'm getting hungry. Hungry. I watched Mary Fawns, and I know what. She was making Drunkard's Path, and she kept on calling them pie shapes. And so she said, I'm getting hungry for pie. And at the end of her take, her cameraman gave her a piece of pie.
Hit or run?
How about some
Sugarloaf. Brown Sugarloaf. Okay, so now look at that, okay? So now you're going to open that up. Ooh, that's looking good. What do you think? And now it's going to be a 45-degree angle. There. Can you see that? Now it's 45. Oh, it's a 90. It's a 90. I was testing you. I like to test you to make sure you're paying attention. Okay, so that is really good.
Real live old block?
Pardon me?
Is this pattern a real live old block?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I wouldn't do one that wasn't a real live old block. Okay, but I'm just going to go right up here and cut that off. Is that perfect now? Are you ready for the magic? 1, 2. Ah. Nice. 3. and 4. Ta-da! Is that good? And so now, remember, these little ends get trimmed off. These little ends get trimmed off right here. And so then it becomes a square.
Throw the other one down and square it up.
Oh, throw the other one down, square it up. Okay, it has that magic swirling. Remember how we do that magic swirling? Well, Teresa kept on telling me she put me a 12.5-inch ruler, but can you grab me a 12.5-inch square up ruler back there? Okay, look how cool. Okay, you see the 12.5-inch square up ruler, the diagonal line going right through there. You've got 1/4-inch seams on all sides. Okay, gotta look. Can't cut off your tips. You let your tips hang out. Now you don't cut them off, okay? See right there, 1/4-inch, 1/4-inch. Ooh, it's good. 1/4-inch. Okay, it would be best if you had this turnable mat, because this is a really big mat to turn around, but we can do it. I don't like to pick my patch up once I have it all laid out. And so if it were on a smaller one, it would be so much easier. Don't you think? We just couldn't get our act together today. Don't know why.
Well, the main event is on Sunday morning.
The main event. Is that nice? It doesn't look too hard now, does it? No, I know. It doesn't look too hard. It doesn't look too hard.
It would look better if you made them 4.
I'm sorry, Barbara.
Oh, I wanted him to bring a close-up where the points meet.
Yeah, this is a good one. Isn't that pretty right in the center? Okay, and I want to show you on the back. Remember our little cute swirling trick with that little pinwheel right in the center, in the back? And if you do that swirling, that center always lays nice and flat, always lays nice and flat, and it works really good. Okay. Okay. So, let's take all these things away, get rid of them. Oh, and the little 6-inch. There it is, the little 6-inch. Cute? Very cute. Very, very cute. Very cute. And those are just trimmed up. No. Let's finish quick. I only have 45 minutes. Am I going to bake? Am I going to bake? Yes. Oh, okay. I'm going to bake. You're hungry. We're going to bake. Okay. So this is really cool. So it's on page 2. The little brown sugar loaf. Cindy has everything already. So cute for you. So all of these things I have learned by experience. But you definitely have to have your, plug me in.
I never plugged you in.
Plug me in. Oop. We got to do a stick of butter. A stick of butter, 1/2 cup. And how many cups of brown sugar? Oh, you're good. Here, Orion, you want to help me? The new daddy. Huh? Who's gonna? Oh, Cindy, you're so good. Cindy has to come. We have a good friend. Yeah, we have a good friend. Okay, and how much brown sugar? Dark brown works really good. And this is the good hot tip. I just want you to know. Did you know how much less brown sugar is when you buy it in the bulk, like at Sprouts? Oh my gosh, it's a lot cheaper. At like Sprouts or any of the, like a health food store that has.
Or Bonies.
2 cups. Yes, just beat it up there. Okay, I like this, Cindy. I really like this. And I think that the dark brown sugar works really good. The dark brown sugar. How many eggs? 3. Oh my gosh, we taught Ellie when she was just like 3.5 to break eggs. Do you know what it's like to watch? Oops.
Kind of like that.
Do you know what it's like to watch a little 3.5-year-old break eggs? And then she showed her daddy. Yeah. Oh, we're doing good. In it goes. Woohoo! Beat it up, baby. Get it in there. Okay, so now this is the thing that I really like. The cake flour, or you can just use regular flour. Remember, the tablecloth was clean when we started. Look at everything shaking. This is so fun. I love this, Cindy. Okay, so remember last time Brenda brought me all of those antique tools. Okay, so this is my favorite flour sifter, but it's a little rusty. What do you think? Should I use it or not? No. I brought a real pretty one. See, like this? But trust me, it says to mix your spices with your flour. You got to do it. How often do you get this terrible bite of baking soda right in your bread? No good.
Big bite of clover, cinnamon.
Yeah. Ooh. And how much cinnamon am I adding? 1 teaspoon. I love it, but I personally think you can't. There was 3 teaspoons of baking soda.
Is baking powder in that recipe?
Yeah.
Scratch, rewrite. We know what they are, the same thing.
No, that's what's wrong with my recipe. I got a new oven and I thought it was because it wasn't raising right.
Use the baking powder.
Add a teaspoon of vinegar. That's what's wrong with it.
Not enough acidity.
It says baking powder. Okay, I don't think we don't have any.
Put the milk and vanilla in before you put the flour.
No, but I'm looking for my spoon. Okay, this is what I think it tastes really cool. That's what I've been. Thank you. I have been so stressed. I just got a new oven just so I could bake, and I go, my oven's not working. It's right. It's baking powder. I don't know. I lost my brain somewhere. But anyhow. Oh my. Yeah, but. But she's the 5th one. I should be used to it. So this is what's really cool. Okay. It's the cloves that makes it really fun. And how much does it say cloves? 1/2. At least I'm going to do that right. Oh my gosh. So what if I don't have the vinegar for the milk?
You'll just
Oh my God, but I don't have, I was going to give this to tonight's group. You guys got baking soda. That was what's wrong with it.
It's still delicious. I tested it. Okay, so do we want to cream in the vanilla and the milk first?
Okay, now we want to add some milk. We want to do it together.
Okay.
Do you know how to do that little thing, Cindy? I brought it with me, but it's easier to get this stuff all. Have you done this before?
I love this one.
Okay, so you make this fit together. Here, make it fit together, Cindy. Just make it fit. Okay, and how much vanilla? Oh my gosh. I have. Teresa, will you go over in my office and get the vanilla for everybody? It's right beside my filing cabinet, okay?
There we go. Yeah.
I did it!
We're in.
And how much milk? 1 cup.
1 cup of milk.
Guaranteed, I know what milk is. This is milk. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit at a time, okay? Whoa, a little bit at a time. Okay, now you get some milk. We're doing good, huh?
Just a little bit of it.
Uh-huh. You do the milk and then more flour, and you do it back and forth. And what's the one thing I got to get ready? My nuts. My nuts. Oh, nuts. But let me tell you, I was so bummed about why my recipe kept on falling in the center. Now I know. Okay, Cindy has the right knife, but this one will do, right? I can do this. I like a little bit bigger one. Okay, so now this is what's really cool too, Orion. So you guys recognize this? This is my mother's. It's cool. It's a little nutcracker, but but let me tell you, I prefer my knife. So it's really cute because it has this cover on it. But I love all my things of my mom's, but it's like, okay, well, I don't have time in my life to stand here and do this. Right?
That's why they designed food products.
That's why they got rid of those things and they don't manufacture them anymore. I would use a really big knife that I could chop, but it's in it. Oh, Ryan's been out buying stuff for a quarter. How you doing, Cindy? Okay.
There was this weekend there was a secondhand store. Everything was a quarter. You can get a big, huge TV for a quarter. I didn't want to get a big, huge TV.
Okay, maybe can you do that, and I'm gonna do the
That was all.
do the pan.
That was Saturday.
Okay.
Baby was on Sunday morning.
Honey was only 12. My goodness.
And the final step, I believe, well, because it didn't raise right, I decided 2 pans would be better. But maybe if you could use baking powder like the recipe says, you wouldn't need 2 pans.
I think she did. That might have veggie vitamin or whatever.
Yes, Lorraine. I used regular flour and sifted it. I was like too cheap. But I substituted soda, but now I know better. I'm gonna use baking powder. And we're done. And now we get to pass out you did good, Cindy. Shall we show it in the camera? This is lovely. Ooh, and we are going to take it home and bake it in the new oven. After we add a little bit of vanilla, or vinegar. We decided that you should have a little touch of melon. Didn't Cindy do a nice job? Because guess what your second pattern is? Melon Patch. But think about how, no, okay, so now remember, this bread was made with baking soda.
It didn't hurt it a bit.
Because I'm so screwed up. Okay, so what do you think? Is it very good? Is it very good, despite?
I like the clove in it.
The clove in it. Isn't the clove nice? The cloves are really nice. I'm going to show you that right now. We're doing good. Orion said we have 45 minutes. Cindy and I did the bread batter. And, okay, now we're going to show that in the front of everybody because it's so cute. Melon Patch. So they say, you know, that the older you get, the brighter you get. Is that what they say?
No, but it sounds good.
Does that sound good? Yeah. The older you get, the brighter you get. Are you ready for Melon Patch? Ta-da! Wow. Okay. Oh, you want to hold one side, Claudette, and I'll come around in the front. Oh, and Cindy, we have. It's a great picture. So you have this in your pattern. Go clear to over. And Cindy actually has little fact quarters of all of the melons. Okay, go clear to the back. It's like your last page. Page 19. You're going to have a picture of this. Is that pretty?
Nice.
And this is, let's see, we're going to tip over this way and you guys go, ooh. And now go this way. Ooh, isn't it fun? Cindy, how much? Oh my gosh, be careful. I go once. Pardon me? I know, but it's really fun because you like the quilting. Yeah, I want to show you the quilting on the back. Amy. We have the border fabric by the bolt. Yeah, so you might want to pull out all the borders that you have. That's great. Okay, so what you need to do to make the whole quilt, and Teresa did it, and she just said, oh, this really is a quilt in a day. It goes very, very quick. I'm about to show you. But you need a background, and how much yardage of your background? 1 3/4 yards, 1 3/4 yards, because if you notice, I'm going to teach you how to do a 4-patch. There's a background, 2 background pieces in the 4-patch here, and then there's 2 seeds. So this is a 12-block quilt, and those little fat quarters are all in there, and there's a mistake here, which we didn't see yet. You see it? Yes. Who saw it? You did, Victoria. Did you see it right away? Yes. Well, Teresa never saw it when she was putting it together, and Amy didn't see it until she was nearly done quilting it. You didn't notice. So now with the magic of Photoshop, we will be able to make this quilt perfect, and nobody will know but you guys. Isn't that fun? For one block, I'm on page 13. And what's so simple is that you just make a little 4-patch. Oops, like that. Okay? A little 4-patch like that. Yes, that's good. And so it's really easy measurements because the 12-inch block uses 4 6.5-inch, and the 6-inch block uses 4 3.5-inch. All right, and so you just zip, and then remember the one that I just showed you uses background with 2 medium or 2 dark. But it's basically you just start out with a little 4-patch, and your picture is there. And you see how you could assembly line sew. Oh my goodness, I bet Jonas could make this one. Huh? He's just going to be 3. Okay, open them up. Opposite corners. Flip them right sides together. The magical swirling trick. Okay. Needle down, 1/4-inch seam. At the center, you push the top seam up and the underneath seam down, and just lock them together. Line them all up like that. Woo! Roadblock. Slow down. Get your tongue out. Whoa! Look how lovely! Oh! See, whenever I sew like that, my things always end up perfect. Okay, so then the trick, turn the page. I'm on page 15. The trick to turning is the light to medium weight non-woven fusible interfacing. And you're going to have 2 sets. I'm on page 15. You're going to have like a green set, and you're going to have an orange set. And Teresa has already sewn my orange ones. So you put your fabric right side up. You trace your seeds on the smooth side. Yeah, on the smooth side. And look, oh my goodness, look, there's all these great pictures. Your little patterns, your patterns are on page 18. See, page 18. And then you put your, once you trace your patterns on your interfacing, you put the fusible side against the right side of the fabric. You sew on the lines. You sew on the lines. And then you just trim 1/8 inch away. Do, 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 do. Oh my gosh, we used to have all that stuff, but we never had the melon seed. Oh yes, I think that we just haven't been manufacturing as much of that. Unfortunately, it was a slow. We'd have 20,000 in our warehouse for a couple years. So anyhow, it's just really, it was great. But anyhow, so now you trim 1/8 inch away. So maybe that's something that we should do, huh? So take the center and split it apart. Pull the interfacing away. Okay, and then just cut a little hole. And actually, this is such a big piece that you can, instead of taking the straw and the bodkin, you can just take your finger and turn it right side out. That's why this goes really fast. The quilt goes really fast. Okay, and turn it like this.
Eleanor, isn't that pattern, I mean, you're doing it as applique, but isn't that the same as what was attic windows?
This one, attic windows?
No, where you have the 2 half, you know, the 2 triangles folded in half, and then you...
Cathedral windows.
Cathedral windows.
Oh, cathedral windows.
Isn't that the same?
Well, cathedral windows, you take like a base and fold it into this like a Chinese Chinese cookie, fortune cookie.
You guys
Yeah.
she'll never do that because it's more complicated.
Yes, it's so heavy that your toes bend all night long. You can't even sleep in it. Okay, your stiletto is extremely important. Okay, like that. And then you can use your wooden iron. And you can press. I can't find anything. I'm watching the clock. You can press. You can use your fingernails. See, like that. Or you could use your applique pressing sheet, but watch. So then the green, now see how you get it nice in the center? See, you just, when your center is all sewn, when you get your center sewn nice, then this just goes like this, right in the middle. And then this opposite colors, always opposite colors. You want to make sure that your little tip goes right out to the corner. You have lots of space there. It doesn't overlap. See, it doesn't overlap, but it matches. You should kind of get it close in the inside. Okay, and then this one going to go like this. Yes, what do you think? Is it cute or what? Very cute. Very, very cute. And then once you get it all fused in place, you can fuse it for 10 seconds. I like to fuse first on the right side and then turn it over and fuse from the back side so you make it stick really good. Then you can finish the outside edges. There's pictures there. You can do like the straight stitch, the blanket stitch, or you could do a little zigzag stitch. It goes the quickest when you do the straight stitch. So it's just really fun. You know, another one, if you want to look like hand quilting, you could do a blind hem stitch and invisible thread. Or you could do it with the 4-letter H word, hand. Or Misty Fuse. You could do Misty. You're the one that told me to try Misty Fuse. And this would have been a great time to try Misty Fuse. Yeah, I've got to try that. It's like a more open web. That's a good description, but it's
very soft when you finish it. It doesn't have the hard feel of and it's in the store.
We even sell it here.
And it replaces the stitching?
No, it replaces the light to medium weight non-woven fusible interfacing.
So you would still turn it?
No, you don't.
You wouldn't turn it. It's raw edge applique?
Oh, so you guys could do raw edge applique, but you know it's kind of fun doing this one too.
Is that the way you did it on the quilt?
With the interfacing, that's how we did it on that quilt.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so that the raw edges are all turned under. And this is how we've done like grandmother's garden. Let me see. No, grandmother. Okay, I don't see. We used to have a magic vine hanging up there, but I don't see any of the appliques. Too old. Okay, Orion, so I want to tell you a little story. You guys see, the whole big thing at the quilt shows now is the modern quilter. Oh my gosh, the modern quilter. She's young. She could be young. She likes big prints and big blocks. I saw a big block was 36 inches square, 6 feet of bed. That's kind of excessive, I thought. But this is our modern quilt, don't you think? That's our modern quilt with the big crazy prints and the bright colors and lots of fun. So there is a fabric company called Riley Blake. Really cute prints, adorable prints. And this is what they did. They asked me to come and teach at their big convention they're going to have in Las Vegas because this is what they said. We think that the modern quilter should meet Eleanor Burns. Isn't that cool? That's really cool. Well, we don't have a date, but anyhow, I was really quite honored. Yeah, and so the modern quilters, they think they started it all. Well, we're going to show them. Anyhow, it's just really fun. So, that concludes the Melon Patch. I really like it. I think it's fun and it's cute. And then I did tell them verbally. Let's see how you just stitch it down. Go real close. This one is the blanket stitch right here. And you could do the straight stitch, you could do a zigzag, you could do invisible thread, you could do matching thread. But what's really fun, see how flat the 4 patch is, and it fits all right in the middle. And you can plan it so that it matches in the middle, but you've got a great seam allowance right out there. It's really pretty, isn't it? It's very cute.